Just moving the cows into some fresh grazing here. We've got some stragglers, these calves. Let's see if they can figure out this gate. I'll probably need to move over this way. If I can come around them, they're more likely to go through that open gate than if they see me standing there. Hey cow, come on cow. Look at all this nice clover. There they go. Mom, 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 mom. Wait for me. I've got the sheep and goats out back here. I'm using a temporary step-in fence with 2 strands of polywire to keep them in, because we're out of grazing for them in their pasture. Can't free graze them anymore because they discovered my neighbor's flower garden and they found that to be more delightful than all of the grass we have for them here. So these guys are no longer free grazers. I get to put up some polywire to keep them in now. But so far so good. They're staying where I want them to be. And I've got them penned up where they don't have access to water up top. So I've got them penned where they have access to the pond. So they're drinking off the pond right now, which is nice. No filling water buckets for you. We've had a little bit of rain the last couple of days, but otherwise it's been pretty dry here. See if I can come mingle with the herd a little bit. Plenty of grass back here. So now that the sheep have come up and observed what I'm up to, see that I'm not interested in working them right now. I'm just moving the cows. They're gonna go back to grazing. The cows are all in really good condition. I'm happy with their shape coming into fall. A few of the sheep I've noticed have diarrhea and are looking kind of thin. They may be a little bit wormy, some of them, or it could just be that they're eating weeds that aren't their favorite. Hopefully now that we've given them some fresh ground, they have more to choose from, and they'll pick and choose the plants that'll help them recover. We did have some nightshade in the last pasture that I was grazing the sheep in, and I did lose 2 sheep that got into it, which was sad. I didn't think they would eat it, but they got to the point where they decided it was worth a try and ended up bloating and ended up having to bury them back with the bull. So we pulled all the nightshade. There's no more nightshade in the pasture. And hopefully that issue is taken care of now. Hi, Mama. Nice young heifer there. Yeah, you're a pretty girl. You know, so are you. Nope. Is that your baby? Thank you, Cynthia. We are enjoying our cows. Oh, hi. All these little white flowers are everywhere. But underneath them, there's plenty of good clover, grasses. I'm not seeing much alfalfa left on this side of the street. We still have alfalfa. Wild daisies, yeah. Still have alfalfa on the other side of the street, but looks like most of the alfalfa has kind of gone the wayside on this side. cows are moving off, so the sheep are coming back. Couple little beefalo calves here. One white, one black. The beefalo calves, the white beefalo calves anyways, have black noses and black hooves. Whereas the other white calves that we had out of our other Hereford and Charolais crosses had pink noses and white hooves. Hey Eric Court, how you doing? Day's going well. Just out here hanging with my buddies. Perfect weather. It's probably about 75. A little breeze. Thank you, Cynthia. Not a bad spot to be, huh, goats? I would recommend that, Eric. It's an awesome time. It's a very serene and beautiful place out there. I'm hoping to make it back out sometime in the next month. I'd like to go back for the fall colors. When all the leaves turn. It's a pretty impressive sight to see all the leaves turn in the mountains. Here we got a lot of yellows and oranges and a lot of reds and even burgundies. A lot more reds here in Michigan. Out west I saw mostly yellows. The aspens are all yellow when they turn. But it's a pretty awesome spectacle to see the mountains peppered in yellow. Oh yeah, Oppenheimer Ranch. Yeah, I'm hoping to go out there in the middle of the next month, second or third week. Supposedly that's when peak colors are going to be happening there, so I can make peak colors up in northern Michigan for the first week in October, and then the second or third week in October make peak colors out in Pagosa. It'll make for an awesome fall. Just got to make sure I'm back for Halloween, which is my dad's birthday, Grayson's favorite holiday. So got to do some trick-or-treating. We're a little too remote out there in Colorado for trick-or-treating. Oh, here's some alfalfa. Still a little bit left over here. Oh, hi guys. patch of clover. Here's one of our beefalo moms. She was a first-time mom this year. The one behind her's a second-time mom this year. And the other beefalo back there is also a second-time mom. And the tall black heifer there was one of their calves from last year. Probably this one. I'm in Michigan, southwest Michigan. About 26, maybe 30 miles inland from Lake Michigan. You got a lot of field birds. They must be doing their migration. Don't know if you can see them through this or not, but no. Hi. Definitely wouldn't be doing this with the buffalo I had, would I? You guys are much more mellow. Oh, that makes sense though. You gonna check me out? Yeah, goats are real good at clearing some brush. That's another one of the nice heifers there. She's really built well. And then our bull is the white one back there. He is a Longhorn Charolais Brahma cross. Hey, buddy. Not interested in me, huh? That's all right. This year's calves are growing really well. And we put our bull in almost 2 months later this year. So we're gonna have late calves next year, early summer calves, instead of spring calves. But the purpose behind that was we did not want to have calves born in the mud and cold this year, or next year, like we did this year. We lost one calf stuck in the mud and had to rescue 4 others. So we pushed our breeding back almost 2 months just to make sure that there's dry ground and the temperatures are a little bit warmer when the calves come. And I counted 26 head when I came out. So I've got 9 calves. That puts us at, 17 minus the bull is 16 cows and heifers that hopefully will have bred. So in a perfect scenario, we'll have 16 calves next summer. We did have 1 or 2 of our heifers that didn't get bred or didn't take. So we did have a couple that were open that didn't give us calves this year, so it's possible not all of them will be bred, but hopefully this guy does the job. We did have a set of twins this year. It's the second set of twins that I've had on the farm from my cows. This cow over here was the mother, the bald-faced black cow. She's a Hereford cross, Hereford Charolais cross. And that's both sets of twins that we've had were born out of Charolais and Hereford crosses. I started out with, when I got my first beef cows, I started off with 4 Herefords, purebreds, and I bought a Charolais bull. That was the beginning of my beef herd. A few of these are Charolais Jersey crosses from my milk cow. The very first cow I had was a milk cow, a Jersey. And for 10 years, I had her, and she gave us a calf every year, plus I was able to purchase calves, day-old calves, or deacon calves at the auction. And she would raise 2 or 3 extra calves off of her extra milk for me every year. There we've got some geese who are actually flying north right now. Wrong way, guys. You'll figure it out. So over the years I've had, let's see. Three or four different Charolais bulls. And then last year we used a Longhorn Brahman cross. When I was using the Charolais bulls, we were having issues every year. I'd have to pull 3 or 4 calves. Usually were too big for the cows to deliver, and I'd be out here pulling and tugging and having to assist in the births. So we went with a Longhorn Brahman young bull last year, hoping that we would have smaller calves that would be easier on the cows and we wouldn't have to help them. And that was the case. We didn't have to pull any calves this past season. So that worked. The Charolais were just throwing too big of calves. The bulls playing with some of the younger bulls. He was nice and gentle. He laid down and let him push on him. Now he stood up and giving him a little nudge. Oh, I forgot. The bull that we used before the Longhorn Brahman cross was a Scottish Highlander Charolais cross bull. He threw some really nice calves too. And we didn't have to pull any of his calves either. Thanks, Chew. Alright, well, I'm gonna get myself headed back up to the house and see what other projects I can finish up for the day. Just thought I'd share some time with the cattle. Hope everybody's well, and we will catch up with you again soon. Thanks for checking in.